Hey, what's up? I'm sitting here in my room, chilling out a little bit, probably take a small nap. But before I do, I wanted to make this little video regarding this stage 4 pancreatic cancer who had his room searched by the cops looking for marijuana. Now, here's the story I got from Fox News here. And this happened in the state of Missouri here. Now, I heard about this case last night, if I recall, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck, I thought it was, they busted his whole household, looking for this weed here, but turns out, according to this, it was in his hospital room. Now, here's what I got here. This happened last Wednesday, the Wednesday of last week, basically. The Boulevard Police Department in Boulevard, Missouri, had gotten a call from about the smell of marijuana was coming from Sousley's room at Citizens Memorial Hospital last week. So they followed up on the call. Now, despite Sousley allegedly telling them he had only taken THC oil capsules before going to the hospital. He said, now Sousley said he had some capsules, my pronunciation right now is getting fucked up, that had some THC oil in them. I took them outside on the parking lot. Now, a video just went viral and shows an officer going through one of the guy's bags while another stands at the back of the room, saying, if we find any marijuana, we will not take you to any jail because you're obviously in the hospital, but we will give you a citation. Now, everybody out there, before they start screaming and hollering, oh, come on, keep in mind that marijuana is still illegal in that particular state. Well, in some states, like my home state of Michigan, and I guess California, and I guess probably Texas as well, approved legalized medical marijuana. So, but in some states, it's still illegal, no matter what, medical or not, Now, a 2018 bill here says here was passed to allow it to be used for medical purposes, though the regulations had not been formalized. Until that occurs, still possessing marijuana, cancer patient or not, is still illegal. So keep that in mind. Now it says here in one part of the video, a woman in a white lab coat walked into the room. The officers explained the situation to her, adding that Sousley had another bag he wouldn't let him search. Sousley told her, I am not letting him dig through it. It was my final day's things here. And no one's going to dig into it. Now, I've checked in a couple of times here that other people, whether it's in the state of Arizona, Iowa, have been busted for having marijuana in their possession, despite the fact that they are cancer patients as well. This is why the issues of medical marijuana came about in the first place. See, and this is where I stand with those people defending medical marijuana, and for good reasons. When you're high on the weed, you don't feel no pain, you don't feel no discomfort, and plus, as we all know, it helps you eat, You get the munchies after smoking them, so you want to scoff up chips, hot dogs, doggy treats, whichever that you see fit, who knows. This is why they also recommend that to people who are having issues with anorexia or bulimia. Now, I think it's time the people who run those states, like Missouri and such, better start taking a look at this, Because obviously we have some issues here concerning cancer. People are now seeking alternative forms of medicine to help them through cancer. Because obviously these stupid cancer centers ain't doing their fucking job. I remember seeing that cancer sign, an advertisement sign on some billboard over a freeway saying advertising for some cancer center near the Houston or Spring area here, saying, "Cancer, we have you surrounded." Bullshit. Cancer has become an industry. We all know that. And all these doctors, all these medical centers make money off of those suffering from it. It's obviously. If someone did find a cure for cancer or some sort of pill that helps keep it way down to a minimum, they're going to fight against it because they'll be out of work. And that's the problem here. The same thing with insulin companies, doing their best to keep people from finding a cure for diabetes. If we get that cure, if my brother-in-law and myself get that serum, whatever it is, injected to our system and have our diabetes cured, bing, bam, boom, all the companies that make insulin, glucose test strips, glucometers, diabetic, other supplies and accessories, they go out of business. And who the fuck wants that? Obviously. But then again, aren't we all sick and tired of spending $30 or $20 on test strips for a glucometer? Let alone $88. Fuck that. A pack of 50 often costs that amount for a contour glucometer, believe it or not. I had to deal with one when I was living in Richmond, Michigan. I had to shell out some money for that amount. That was until I got involved with a program called Macomb Care Connect, which sadly let me rephrase it. Gladly, I'm no longer affiliated with since I moved here. I think it's time the state legislators and the senators, governors, lieutenant governors start looking into this. I think they should probably legalize marijuana for cancer patients and other people going through serious health issues, such as this, the two I mentioned, other being, of course, anorexia and bulimia. Because it's obviously that all the other treatments they've known for the years before haven't been really doing their job, And since this man has stage 4, which, if you know, Alex Trebek, the host of the game show Jeopardy, was recently diagnosed with a few days back, it would seem obviously it would help out the patient a little bit. No, actually, more than a little bit, I should say. Because from what I understand, cancer is very painful to have. That's about all I want to say right here. Sorry if my words were fumbling, but, that's how I speak at times, But that doesn't mean that I don't have something to say. Okay? I'm Dr. Earl. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments below. Take care, everybody.